Hi there, we have a new game for kids 4 years and older and it's called Quackage. Quackage develops spatial thinking and teaches the kids to solve practical geometry problems. Both of these skills are important for subsequent study of mathematics. Quackage also helps to develop fine motor skills which are necessary to learn handwriting. The game has 3 versions of the rules and I'll tell you about each one of them. But first, here are some common rules about putting things into suitcases. You can freely move things from one suitcase to another and turn them from one side to another. The objects should fit into the suitcases freely without overlapping. Even a small corner can't cover another object or suitcase border. And you can't shove things into the suitcases even using minimal effort. The first version of the game is called Brain Teaser. It's for kids 4 years and older. The objective of the game is to get all the things into the suitcase. And give each child 1, 2 or 3 different suitcases. Some suitcases are easier, some more difficult. Playing with the youngest kids, it's best to start with one simple suitcase and gradually to move on to more difficult ones. Each player is given their suitcases and all of the things they have to fit. The players have to figure out what object goes where and how to put it in so that everything fits. And there are several ways to complicate this game. You want to make it more difficult? No problem. Add several extra objects that don't fit any of the suitcases into the pile of things. Put all of the players' things into one big pile. Play the game of speed. Whoever packs all their things first wins. Version 2 is called Traveling Together and can also be played with kids 4 years and older. For this game, you will need the whole set: suitcases, things, dice and token. The number of players is 2 to 4. The objective of the game is to pack all the things into suitcases. This is a game of cooperation, so everyone will become a winner as long as all the things are packed into suitcases. Give each player 3 suitcases. In the center of the table, place accidental objects into piles, with 3 things each. Don't specifically choose the ones that go into the players' suitcases. Altogether, the number of objects should be 3 times higher than the number of suitcases. For a game of 2, you will need 6 suitcases and 18 things. Next to any pile, place the token and put the dice in the center of the table. The players take turns. In their turn, the player rolls the dice and moves the token between the piles by whatever number of steps the dice shows. Whenever the token stops, the player takes any one thing from the pile and puts it into one of their suitcases. The turn goes to the next player. The steps are counted from the pile where the previous player stopped. The token can only move among the piles. If the pile runs out of things in the process of the game, simply jump over it and do not take it into account when counting steps. And this is also a team game, so all the players win as long as they manage to pack their things. The third version of the game is called Everything Fits. The objective of this game is to put as many things as possible into your suitcases. Unlike other versions, this one is competitive. Place all the suitcases in a wide circle in the center of the table. Inside this circle, make a smaller one with piles of 4 things each. Place a token onto any suitcase. The players take turns rolling the dice and moving the token among the suitcases. Whenever the dice stops, they take that suitcase. The next player begins counting steps from the spot where the previous one stopped. Moving this way, the players each collect 3 suitcases. The extra suitcases are taken off the table. The players take turns, starting with the youngest. The player puts the token on any pile with things, rolls the dice and moves among the piles. Whenever the dice stops, they take any one object and place it into their suitcase. The next player also rolls a dice and begins to count steps from the pile where the previous player stopped. If the dice rolls to 5, the player takes 5 steps, and after that can exchange any objects from their suitcase for any object from the pile, thus getting rid of the inconvenient thing. Or they can keep all the things and just take a new one from the pile. If the dice rolls to 6, the player takes 6 steps and can select anything from the pile and give it for packing to the player on their left or play their turn as usual. The player has to pack all the things they have before it's their turn to go again. Whoever misses the deadline leaves the game. And when all the players are out of the game, everyone counts their packed things and whoever has the most wins. So these are all the rules and I'm sure you'll love this game. Enjoy!